Hey, peace and love, y'all. Welcome to Campfire Convos with Callie. That's actually a cheesy kind of name, I'm not gonna lie. I might change it, but at this point, the idea just came to me, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like right now, I'm really fearless with my creativity. I've got a lot of creative energy, and I've made up my mind that whatever comes to my head, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to put it out into the world and see who it resonates with. And so, in addition to the music and the book and the visuals, I had the idea to like create like this little sort of micro podcast slash just like fireside chat deal. Maybe it's ASMR, who knows? But just another way that I can be fully expressive, like express myself and be creative and talk about the things that are meaningful to me. And yeah, maybe it'll be a real campfire convo one day, like a real retreat or something where I can invite everyone out and we can have a safe space where we can talk around the fire about the things that are meaningful to all of us, and allow everyone to be their authentic self and pour out love and support for each other and help each other become our highest, most authentic selves and show love and, leave that retreat feeling uplifted to go back and pour ourselves into our purpose, and fulfilling our purpose and following our dreams. And honestly, that's what it's about for me right now. It's like whatever God put in you, you got to put it out to the world. Like, we can't keep sitting on it, and we can't make excuses for anything. We can't allow people to project their fear and doubts and limiting beliefs onto us. It's like we got to get it out because the world needs it. Like we're in a place where I do feel like love is making a big resurgence, and I can feel it, I can see it, and there's a lot of people in this world that have decided to cling to hate and divisiveness and fear and violence, and we have to have something to combat that in the world, and love is the highest frequency in the universe. And so that's what we got to do. We as we spread love, as we become love, first of all, we untether from the world and we get in contact with ourselves and our true divine self. Like, and we become love, and then we spread that love to the people around us. Like, I think it'll be like wildfire, and it'll be infectious, and it'll push and inspire others around us to really do the same, to be their most authentic self, to reach down into their being and to pull out the gifts that God has put in them and to display it and to share it with the world. And so I think it'll create a domino effect and, help heal. Because honestly, that's what we need is healing. Even the people that are walking around with hate in their heart and resentment and anger, they need healing. I have a lot of sympathy for these people because I realize it's just hurt people hurting other people. We fear what we don't understand, but also sometimes we just are walking in a darkness and can't see that there's a better way. And so when you don't realize that you can transcend to a place of love and find peace and stillness and happiness and joy, it's like you're living a life that's beneath your privilege and don't even realize it. And it's like, again, I just have a lot of sympathy for these people now, and I've made it my mission and my goal. I've dedicated my life at this point to spreading love, peace and love around the world. And so, again, I think that when each one of us does that it'll inspire other people to do the same. And if you just imagine what we can create if humanity, like if we all commit to becoming love, like look at all the things we've already created, from an architectural standpoint or from a technological standpoint, with AI and all the monuments and things from history till now, like the world wonders, and just it's amazing to think about what we've already done. Now imagine, the capability that we have collectively when we all are committed to love, and the love that transcends the hate, and fear and divisiveness. Like, when we look at people, to to be able to see a person for who they are, you know what I mean? And to love them for that, you know, that's what it's about. You know, loving people for their authentic selves, you know, and I think that, you know, long gone are the days where we should be allowing the media to dictate to us what beauty standards are, what success looks like, any of that, you know. We really, to me, when someone can be their most authentic self, that's what love is. Like, what do you feel when you're around that person? You know, when someone is interacting with you, what do they feel when they walk away from that interaction? Do they feel uplifted and energized and enlightened, or do they feel drained? You know what I mean? And that's where the beauty is, that a person's true authentic self is their most beautiful self. It doesn't matter what they look like or their body type or, you know, their attributes or where they're from or any of that. You know, it's just like, what are you putting out into the world? You know, what energy are you putting out? And how is that energy affecting other people? You know, and I try to be like my mom. You know, my mom is one of those people that everywhere she goes, she just tries to pour out love to everyone that she interacts with, stranger or a friend or anyone. And everyone that knows my mom knows that you're going to get a smile, you're going to get a hug, you're going to get a I love you. You know, she's just that type of person. She makes everyone feel like they're the most important person in the world, you know, when she's interacting with them. And I try to embody those characteristics as well and pass that on to my children, you know, as part of my legacy. But again, I just think this is the job of everyone, you know, whatever your purpose is. Some of you may still be striving to find out what your purpose is, but like, I can give you a hint. Your purpose is to become love and spread love around the world. Doesn't matter the means, you know, whatever you're creating, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, you know what I mean? Whether it's just you being you and offering your unique ideas and perspectives to your community and to the world, you know, it's about spreading love. You know, when you're your most authentic self, that's when you can spread love. And I know I've said that a lot, but I think it bears repeating, you know, and just want to encourage everybody to go out and really pour your energy into fulfilling your purpose and bringing those special gifts that God put in you out into the world. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are. Like, that's another thing I've been thinking about lately. Like, age, you know, we have this limiting belief that's so prevalent that age is some determining factor with regard to chasing or accomplishing our dreams, and it's just untrue. You know, at the age of 42, these past 5 years for me has been more productive than any time in my 20s or teens with regards to finding success. And everyone's definition of success will look different, but I look around at all the examples that we have around us of people that didn't start their careers until late in life, or start doing what they feel like their purpose was till later. Sam Jackson, for one, like, he didn't start acting until he was 40. Can you imagine that? Like, Sam was 40 years old when he started his career. And look at all the movies he's made, all the films. Like, he's one of the most prolific actors of our time. And he's still going. And he didn't start till 40. You know, like, Serena, like, she was playing tennis at the highest levels even after having a baby. And I think she was like late 30s, early 40s. You know, Tom Brady was like 45 before he retired. Bron is still going. You know, the first father and son duo in the NBA with him and Bronny. You know, it's like, I know it's a lot of sports people in there, but that's primarily what I watch, so sorry about that. But the point is that age is not a determining factor, you know, on whether you can achieve your dreams or not. You know, I was talking to a guy, and he was telling me that it's been his lifelong dream to learn how to play the piano. And so I was like, yeah, I can teach you how to play, you know, and I offered to teach him how to play. And he was like, no, it's too late to learn. And I was like, no, it's not too late to learn. I'm literally a piano teacher, you know, and I can teach you how to play, you know, within, 4 to 6 weeks, you could be playing. And he's like, no, it's too late. And he just kept saying it's too late. And it's like, I don't want to invalidate, his feelings, but also I don't resonate with that type of mindset. You know, it's not too late. Unless you say it's too late, I guess it is too late. But just from a from a practical standpoint, there's nothing about your age that dictates whether you can accomplish your dreams or not. Like, as long as it's in your heart to do, that means that you still need to bring it out. Like, there's no one else that can do it but you. There's something in you that only you can bring out. And age isn't real anyway. Like, as I've been deep diving into age and really discovering, like, the differences between your chronological age and your biological age, it makes so much sense to me. Like, chronological age is like, it's the linear, definition of age. Like, basically, how many years have you literally been alive since you've been born? But biological age is a more true test, I believe, of what your actual age is, which is taking into consideration, how you've been taking care of your body. Have you been eating right? Have you been exercising? What are you doing for your mental and emotional health? And a lot of things can affect your biological age, but your biological age can be older or younger, 10, 20, 30 years, younger than your chronological age. And so at this point, I'm 42, but I feel like I'm aging backwards. I feel more like 27, sometimes like 17, because I'm in the sun more than I've ever been. I've been getting into balance and movement and flexibility, and then eating better, and then with the whole becoming human and untethering thing, just really getting into contact with my true self and finding a peace in the stillness, so learning to transcend the stress and the anxiety. I can literally feel myself aging backwards. And it's a beautiful thing, I can move, I can run, I have more energy than I ever had. And the point is that, again, age is not a limiting, it's not a limitation unless we make it one. And again, that's also why we have to just be careful about who we hang out with, because sometimes people that have a lot of fears and doubts and limiting beliefs, they can project that onto you. And so when you have a dream and you start feeling excited about it and passionate about it, you got to share it with people that understand that energy. You got to share it with people that believe the way you believe, that anything is possible. And if your mind can think of it, then by definition it's feasible. And I believe that anything is possible, and I don't believe that there's anything I can't do. I believe that if you're fearless about it, and you believe in it, then it'll happen. And the power of manifestation and the law of attraction and all that really just comes down to who you are and what you believe. It's an inside thing. Your perspective is what changes your fate. And you might not have actually changed any of the actual events in your life, but if you change the perspective of the lens that you look at the world through, then each one of those events becomes a positive and not a negative. And so you change the outcome through changing your perspective. And so these are the kind of things that I think about. But anyway, this is just the first episode. I don't know how many episodes I'll have. I don't know, maybe it'll be a one-off. I'm not putting any like high expectations on it, but it was an idea I had to have a fireside chat, the Campfire Convos. And so hopefully something I said resonated with somebody while I was rambling or whatever. But looking around the fire at each one of your beautiful faces, I just want to say I love you, and I see you. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for being you. Continue to be your highest, most authentic self. Continue to go after your dreams. Continue to believe in yourself, and surround yourself with people that believe in you. And if you got nobody else, and you got me, I'm open and available, for anyone that wants to talk to me. And yeah, continue to become human, which is becoming love. And that's the greatest force in the universe. So, till the next one, peace and love, y'all.